Hello, and welcome back, folks, to BNN. My name is John Schwalski, of course, and I really like French toast.
Psst, it's a Jonologue.
Folks, what the is going on in this world? Here at BNN, we realize that news is sad. It's true. The world's on fire. Old world diseases like cholera, rickets, and misogyny are spreading again. Even the most cherished of sports, baseball, seems to be on death's door. Now, baseball surely isn't the action-induced sport that we once called America's pastime. In fact, it has been recorded recently that attendance has been the lowest it has been in an entire generation, since 1984. Fact check me on that. People just don't care about baseball anymore, bottom line. And I don't know what it is. Maybe big league shoe supply is not meeting demand, and maybe, just maybe, scratching crotches doesn't make for good television anymore. Baseball reference. Now, America has a lot of pastimes. Regulating people's bodies, restrictive voting rights, capitalism, criminalizing poverty, calling murderous white men simply confused, redlining, and racism. So clearly we need something new, something fresh. We need to start lighting the path to a new American way. And to get the ball rolling, folks, we here at BNN have set the task of unearthing which pastimes are dying and which are sticking around. Because what better time than summer for me to don my gown and gavel and judge which pastimes should sink or swim? Look, we're far from the shallow end now, folks, and we're heading into the mystic. Just like way back in the days of old, and to the mystic. So without further ado, we present to you, is it a pastime or an ass time? First up, inline skating. It's a pastime. People still inline skate. Pretty simple. Bird watching. Once again, pastime. It's the same thing, there are just a lot fewer birds on Earth. But it is kind of assy that they might be working for the government, like pigeons and seagulls and stuff. Hustle culture. Ass time. It's really just corporate greed masking with a facelift and a BBL. Bowling. Haha! Good time. But we had something real with Wii bowling, folks. I mean, instead of chugging a beer and having a slice of greasy pizza and bumping the ball around bumpers, you could spend the night at home, forget to use the hand wraps, and explain to your parents why you got so into the game that you broke their television. Radio. And not the movie with Cuba Gooding Jr., but the radio. It is still around, and for a time was serious, and now, frankly, isn't. So it's a little bit of a halvesy, pastime, ass time type of thing, because we watch podcasts now. And frankly, Joe Rogan, I liked you when you were the host of Fear Factor and no one cared who you were, and all that audiences at home needed to do was see whether people would die or eat bull testicles. That was way more entertaining. Okay, well, next up is jazz. Stu-du-ba-doo, has turned into what is called jazz fusion, which, if you're unfamiliar, folks, is a combination of jazz music and funk music made for white people. And just like all American musical pastimes, they're used to separate casual music listeners from people who have never experienced migraines. Technology. Ass time. I can't go anywhere without a phone anymore, folks. It's like my third hand. If third hands were meant to induce anxiety and serve almost no other purpose. And lastly, book reading. And whoa, I know what you're going to say, folks. That's technically a global pastime. You're right, but this one is simply evolutionary. Chisel and rock turned into scroll. Scroll turned into big old books. Big old books turned into smaller books, then paperbacks, then mini books, then fantasy romance novels. Then came the Kindle, then came the Audible, and then, well, we're back to chisel and rock. Like, seriously, Twitter? No edit button? Still? I made a typo. Personally, to keep up with all these modes of quill and scroll, I purchased blue light glasses so I can read my Wikipedia articles on the crapper in peace without my eyes involuntarily crossing. And now, just to keep things interesting, I keep comic books in my bathroom. And why? Why would you do that, John? Well, it's because hospitality matters. I want my guests to have a party in there. Just, at least some light reading while they handle their porcelain rodeo. I don't want them to be in there forever. It's true. But if they are, I would prefer to know they're having a good time. Consideration comes in many forms, folks. Well, anyway. But in all seriousness, folks, if we want to make American pastimes more interesting, we really should just add drugs back into the mix. Take it from me, folks. Birdwatching is back simply because weed is legal. Jazz is fusion-y because Molly and cocaine are easier to find than they ever have been. Radio has turned into podcasts and still exists because white men still need to hear themselves speak and justify their ignorance with a can of PBR in their hands. And the clearest case, to get back to our original point, is baseball. When they were juicing, it was juicy. Just think about it. Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, Mark McGuire, all alliterative names. You know what? I think I might be better at the show and get more viewers if my name is John Jalski. But it's not. And so for all of us at BNN, I'm John Schwalski, and I've stolen 7 minutes of your day. Have a good one.